Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how we can actually create middleware and why we need middleware. We'll talk about it, and I will create a controller for our admin for all the admin related work. So here you can see this is a route, get route, and we have here dashboard, right? And we have the route name also dashboard. So our route will actually go to the dashboard, right? But here you can see there is a controller, user controller, and we have a function, targeted function, and then we have middleware here. And this is for the authentication check. I mean, no one can actually go directly to the dashboard without login. So why we need middleware? To actually check the user is authenticated or not. Okay, that's it. So we are going to create a middleware for the admin so that we can actually let's say our admin have here, you can see in the resources, then views, then admin folder. Inside admin folder we can have multiple files, right? PHP files, blade templates, blade files, let's say for adding to the database and for fetching from the database, for updating. So if anyone can access this directly, it shouldn't be like this. Let's say someone actually can update my product or anything. So this is unhealthy behavior, right? So we have to actually keep here a middleware for the admin. So I'm going to actually create a separate middleware and separate user controller for the admin. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create controller and how you can create middleware and how you can actually protect those pages. For the admin pages. Okay. So for this, we are going to actually create a controller at first. So I'm going to click here in the project, and then I will open the folder here, because like Visual Studio, we don't have any terminal here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually open here CMD. Here you can see. So I'm going to say here PHP artisan server at first. Why? Because I need to actually run the server, and before that I'm going to actually open the Apache server, and we need MySQL also because it's related to the database, our project, right? Okay, so everything is done here. Now I will go back to the project directory, and here you can see Lara e-commerce, and here I'm going to open one more CMD. So this one is for the server, here you can see, and I will minimize it, and I will create now a controller here, and that would be admin controller. So to create controller, we have to say PHP artisan make controller. I think the text should be black, right? Controller name, and that is admin controller. Okay, so we have to keep A capital and C capital. Okay, controller, I will press enter, and it will create a controller for us. If I go to the controller, here you can see, if I minimize auth, here you can see we have admin controller here, and we are going to import this in the web route, web.php. okay, and here I'm going to import it. So I'm going to actually copy the first one, profile controller, and I'm going to paste it here, and it will be admin controller. Done. Everything is done here. Now we need a middleware, so I'm going to create a middleware. So to create middleware, we'll say PHP artisan make middleware, and I will say admin middleware to protect all the admin related page. Okay, and everything is done here. Now if I go to the HTTP middleware, then here you can see admin middleware. So here you can see there is no condition that if you are admin or not. It just send the next request. Now still anyone can actually go directly to the admin related page. So what I have to do, I have to actually check here auth : check. I'll say the user is authenticated at first, and I will pass here one more condition, and that is and the authenticated user, okay, authenticated user should be admin. So I will say user underscore type is equal to, I'll say admin. So let's go to the database, and if I go to the database, here you can see this is our Lara e-commerce DB database, and if I go to the users, we have a column that is called user type. Here you can see, if I zoom it, here you can see user type, and user type is what? You can see admin and user. So I'm going to say here admin if user type is admin. But here you can see we have used auth, but we haven't actually imported, so we have to import it, otherwise it will show us an error. So I will say illuminate / support backslash facets, okay, backslash auth. Auth check, and it will actually check the user is admin or not, and then we'll say okay, now you can go for the next request. That's it. And what happened if you are not admin? Then what will happen? So we'll say I will actually show here an unauthorized page, abort. Okay, the function will be abort, and inside abort function we have to actually mention the port number at first, and then we'll show the message. So the port number is, let's say, 403, right? If I go there, you can see 403 or unauthorized access. Okay, unauthorized 401 for unauthorized. Okay, so 401. Okay, 401. So we'll actually show it 401, and we'll say here unauthorized authorized access. That's it, guys. And so our middleware is also done. Now let's check. Here you can see there is a route middleware, and here we have all the profile and everything. So we are going to actually copy it, because maybe we have to, let's say I have multiple pages related to the user. So every single time I have to use middleware and user controller. I have to copy it and then paste it. Then once again, if I need another route, I have to paste it like this. So every single time I have to use here middleware. So what can I do? I can actually create here a middleware group, right? So I'm going to create a middleware group. I'm going to copy it and paste it here. And here I will give the middleware name as admin, because I have set the middleware as okay. One thing, we have a problem here. If I go here, you can see it's a middleware. Okay, we have created middleware, but we haven't mentioned the middleware in the kernel.php. We know in Laravel 12, after Laravel 11, we don't have, kernel.php. Here you can see if I go to the app, there is no such a file, kernel.php. So what we have to do, we have to actually go for the bootstrap and then app.php. And here you can see we have middleware. And here we have to say $, this middleware, we have to actually copy it. I'm going to copy it and paste it here, and I'm going to say alias or alias, I don't know what I will say. And here we will actually say function, an anonymous function, and then this one. Okay, and here why I have actually created here a function, maybe we can have multiple middleware name, but in this case we have only one middleware, and that is admin, and we will name it admin. And then here I'm going to mention the path link, and the path link is, we know, app backslash middle http, right? Yeah, http backslash middleware, right? Here you can see we have a folder here that is called middleware. So we'll say middleware backslash our middleware name is admin middleware, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have to actually use here comma, because and we have to use here this single quotation, because we can have multiple middleware, right? So let's say I have another middleware for the another user type. Let's say I have 3 user type: user, admin, and then let's say author. So I have to use here one more middleware, right, for the author if I want to create another middleware. So that is the reason I have to actually give here comma every single time to separate all the middleware. Okay, so we have a middleware named admin. Now we'll go to the web.php, and here I'm going to add this middleware here, and that is admin. And here we have a function, and now I can actually add more and more route. Currently we don't have any route for the admin, so I'm going to create a route for the admin at first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the let's say I want to create resources views, and then inside admin I'm going to create a new file. I will say test admin. Let's say it will be test underscore admin dot blade.php, right? Dot blade.php. If I save it, so we have saved it, and now I will say test admin, let's say. And now let's say I want to access this, so I'm going to go here in the localhost, and I'm going to press enter. So this is syntax error. We have to use here : class. Okay, I find the error. I'm going to actually remove this. So we have use here function, right? So we don't have to actually use here. We just have to mention here this square brackets, and here we just have to end it. That's it, because this will be an array, right? Maybe we have multiple middleware name, right? Okay, so now it will work perfectly. Let's go refresh. It should work, right? All right, it's working perfectly here, you can see, and I'm going to paste it here. And from here we'll actually say that go to the admin dot test admin, right? Test underscore admin, and it shouldn't have any name. Let's say we'll just actually go for the admin test, let's say, or sorry, test admin. Let's say I'm going to copy it and paste it, test admin. So let's go and use this URL. I'm going to go here and I'm going to press refresh it once again, and we have a error. Okay, what kind of error it is? Okay, so we are going to use it. That's it. Okay, now let's say I want to access the page with the URL. So here you can see test admin. If I want to access, you can see I can directly access test admin, right? Here you can see this is the problem. This is why we need middleware. I want to cut it from here, let's say, and I want to paste it here. Then what will happen? Okay, now what will happen? Let's say now let's say I want to access it. Now you can see unauthorized access, right? 401 unauthorized access. Now I cannot actually access this page. Why? Because of this middleware. Okay, then why we create admin controller? Okay, so the thing is, I don't really want to return something directly from the route. I want to go to the controller at first, and then inside controller it will actually target a controller function. Okay, and then from here it will go to the controller, and then from controller actually we want to return the view. So that is the reason actually I have create a controller, and that is the admin controller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy from this route, and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to name the route as, let's say, test underscore admin, right? And it will actually go for the admin controller because we have already mentioned it, import it here, you can see, and then admin controller colon class, and then it will actually go for the test admin function we'll create. Okay, and it name should be, let's say, admin.test. So it will actually go for the admin controller class, and then here it will go for the function test admin. So let's go to the admin controller. Here you can see we have admin controller inside app HTTP, then controller, then admin controller, and I will actually create a function here, right here public. It will actually create a function for us, and then function name would be test admin, and here we don't need to say here any parameter, and from here actually I want to return the view, and the view would be admin dot test admin. That's it. So now let's say I want to access it. I cannot actually access it. Now if I log in as admin, let's say I want to log in as normal user, then what will happen? Still it will show the problem, the unauthorized access. Here you can see if I say test admin, it will show unauthorized access. But here you can see I can directly actually go to the admin, right? Okay, at first authentication and then admin, right? Okay, now we'll go to the browser, and now if I want to, still I can access it. Why? These silly mistakes actually happen to me every single time. Here you can see I have used here only single equal. So the single equal means assigning something, right? We have to actually use here double equal. Damn, bro. Now here you can see admin. Now we can actually refresh, and it will actually show us the unauthorized page access. Here you can see now if I refresh here, you can see if I go to the dashboard, I am as normal user. So now let's say I want to access the URL, that is test admin, and still I cannot access it because of this unauthorized access. So now you can see it's working perfectly. So yes, we are done. Now let's say I can access it as admin or not. So I'm going to actually log in as admin. Let's log in as admin. Now let's say I want to access the test /test admin. Yes, now I can access it. Here you can see. So that's it. I hope you understand this video. Thank you so much for watching.